Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rochelle Anna Miller YouTube channel. I'm Lean and today I'm featuring a birthday card with the Boy and Stuffed Dragon digital stamp. This card is going to be for my little neighbor. He is turning 1 in June and I don't know if you saw the other video that I shared last month, but that was also a dragon kind of card that will be for his big brother. This one is for the little one. So what I wanted to do for this card was to, well, have a boy themed card. So as I did for the other dragon kind of digital stamp, I went to the Rochelle Anna Miller website, and there you have several categories or themes that you can choose out from. It really guides you in case you're just not sure what you can create or what will be boy themed, girl themed for Christmas, winter, Valentine, and so on and so on. So it can be a guide. You don't need to really take it in mind whenever creating a card, but if you're stuck and you really need a specific kind of card, you can definitely find a digital stamp that will suit for the occasion. So for this card, I only knew that I wanted to have like a really soft, light, vibrant blue dragon. So I went for this combination, and for the rest I truly wasn't sure what to do. I also decided to mimic my neighbor, my little neighbor. He has blonde hair, so that is what I will be doing today, but all the rest I truly wasn't sure. So I ended up using yellow for this dragon. Yellow and blue, it goes really well together. I have this bright yellow that I'm using. It's a stuffed animal, so I thought, why don't we go just happy, cheerful, bright for this second color. So that's what I did. Also, if you want to revisit any color combinations, you can find them down below in the description box. If you want the combination and a bit more explication, then you can find it on the blog post. Also linked down below, as well as the digital stamp itself. So I'm just making sure that I like the blend, so I'm going over it twice at least. That's most of the time the amount of layers that I need to get the blend that I want. It can also help if you're unsure about the combination. You can emphasize some more shadowing, or you can add another color on top if it's not working out as you want it to. Then I would suggest going light, because you can always add more on top if it's darker. The other way around is harder. So skin tone also for the boy, it's my go-to skin tone. I should vary more, but truly this works each time, and it gives me all the colors still for the hair, so it's just easy. It's the E13, E11, E01 and E00. Depending on how big I'm printing my digital stamps, sometimes I need more or less markers in my combination. But this is kind of the normal amount of markers for my skin tone. So 4 markers. So I'm just making sure I am trying to have the shadowing on the left side, like there is a light source on the right, so each element on the right is kind of more vibrant, but I didn't want to overdo it. I didn't do any shadow study, so it's not that like the dragon will making a lot of shadows on top of this little boy. That's not my idea. So for the hair, I'm just using 2 markers, E55 and E53, and I want that white highlight to still be there, so I'm not overdoing it. I think it's really cute this way. And then for the clothing of the little boy, I again had no idea. I could go green, and then I had like really vibrant colors, but then I ended up for me it's a pajama. So I ended up using this really muted purple kind of color. The V28 really makes it a bit more darker, and then I lighted it up with my other markers, V25 and V15. So I ended up having really bright dragon, darker colors on the boy, but not too dark either. The blanket, as I interpreted it, I am going to do really dark blue. But for the rest, it's a really soft card. But I wanted it to be really different from the pajama as well, from the dragon. So that's how I ended up in the end with this combination. So I'm just making sure to have my ink blending how I want it to. That's why I'm adding multiple layers. And then here for the details, I'm just using one color on each stripe. There we go. Now for the blanket, I decided to completely cover it with blue and then later on use my white Jelly Roll pen to get those stars back in. Yes, maybe I would have wanted the stars in yellow, but truly I cannot avoid all these tiny stars whenever I'm ink blending, and definitely it's harder for me personally whenever I have a dark color. There I need my blend to go well, and so I need to get back, well, I need to be able to go back and forth, and so avoiding the stars would really make it a lot more difficult for me to get my blend. So I just went over it, white Jelly Roll pen later on, and I just took my time to fill in all of those stars. It's a decision that you need to make. You can also make like a white blanket with yellow stars and just do a bit of shadowing. The yellow will cover it up. Anything goes, truly, it's all up to you. But for me, this works the best. I love all those details that Rochelle and Miller adds to her images, but I just cannot avoid going over them. So for me, it's the white Jelly Roll pen. Next, I colored in those stars with a bit of yellow, and I decided to add yellow dots all over it as well, so all around, to have it a bit more sparkly. I'm sorry that not everything is like in the picture here, but you get what I'm doing. And then with the white Jelly Roll pen, that is still annoying me because the white isn't coming out smoothly, and I have another white Jelly Roll pen, but there it comes out too smoothly for these tiny elements. I also got one from my brother for my birthday, and for some unknown reason I cannot find it. So it's really annoying me because I want to test it out and show it to you guys. I also got a recommendation by someone, and I cannot recall exactly what the recommendation was, but I have it. I have screened it in case the marker from my brother wasn't working as I needed it to, but since I cannot find it, it's hard to test it. Okay, for the background, well, for the panel itself alone, I decided to use like the Nesting Decal A2 die from Hello Bluebird. I'm taking the biggest one, and it might seem a bit stupid to put like a colored cardstock behind, but I did, and I'm really glad that I did. You will only see like a slight bit of it because these Nesting Decal A2 dies have this really rough edge, and I love it. But it's an A2. I didn't take like the second largest, so there isn't a lot of border around, but I wanted from underneath this panel to have a color that was matching with one of the colors of this coloring. So therefore I took some Concord the 9th cardstock Midnight that I will later on put on top of my card base before adhering this panel on top as well. For the sentiment, I used the Bitty Birthday Wishes, which is a great basic to have by my favorite things. You have a zillion stems in it, all birthday related, and I just need those. I need birthday cards, so I need several kinds of sentiments. I went for one that was covering the complete bottom for this panel, and I stamped it multiple times so I have like a crisp image. I also highlighted the eyes of the stuffed dragon as well as the boy, and then we will adhere everything. So first up, the colored cardstock. I tend to just add it completely and then trim off all of the excess. This way I have a perfect coverage of my card base, and not a lot of spillage. So that's what I'm doing. It might seem excessive, but it's working for me. So that's that. Next, I am going to add a panel just flat on top. You can use dimension and as you can see, there is this slight blue coming from underneath, and it's perfectly matching the blanket that I colored. So this is my card for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you got inspired. If you haven't used this adorable digital stamp, I would suggest doing so because it's just too cute to not use. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all an incredible day, and I'll be back soon with some more crafty inspiration. Bye!